The Last Baseball Game by Caleb. It was the last game for the Energetic Earthquakes, and they were in the finals against the Crushers. The Energetic Earthquakes had heard of all of the other teams beaten by the Crushers, and this time the Energetic Earthquakes would surely stop them from their world record of winning first place. Ender, the pitcher, wore his brown and white uniform with Earthquakes printed on it, along with his brown wavy cap on top of his flowing blonde hair. It was time for Ender Valentine's last and final game, and he was ready. He had been practicing and pitching for hours with the catcher Bob Lee, but he was still seriously nervous. Just when he was just beginning to relax, the game started. He shook hands with his opponents and was sent out to pitching. His teammates and fans cheered for him for 10 seconds. Suddenly, the whole baseball field quieted down. They were all staring at Ender breathlessly. Ender took a deep breath and pitched. "Strike!" screamed the umpire. Ender couldn't believe it. The thought made him so happy that he made the next ball the best ball out of the whole inning, for he was just getting excited. The next batter was shortly finished after Ender struck him out with a ball and 3 strikes. The third batter was the hardest. He was nicknamed Joe, the team captain, because he was so strong. Just brandishing his Nike's bat made Ender feel nervous. Just when Ender threw his arm, Joe shifted his batting grip and swung at the ball as if he thought it was a burglar trying to steal all of his money. The ball sailed beautifully into the air as the whole Energetic Earthquake's mouths dropped open and watched helplessly. The whole Crushers cheered while Joe made a home run. It seemed like it was hopeless at the end of the Crushers' batting time. It was 5-0, but the Energetic Earthquakes did not throw a tantrum. They just sat on the bench and waited for their batting turn. The batting list was printed neatly and resting on the dugout fence. It read, Gogo A, left field. 2, Django B, first baseman. 3, Jakey C, second baseman. 4th, Ender V, pitcher. 5, Bob Lee, catcher. 6, Mankey D, third base. And 7, Jono E, center field. When Ender saw Joe pitching, he got scared right at the moment. He had heard all about Joe's terrible, deadly pitches and pegging other people really hard. Gogo closed his eyes and braced himself. Ender couldn't see what Joe was doing, but suddenly Gogo was suddenly thrown violently backward. Gogo gave a cry and was executed to first base by their team coach, Coach Jamil. Ender figured out that Joe was doing it on purpose. Django and Jakey were both hit hardly in the stomach after Gogo went. It was Ender's turn to bat, and he was seriously nervous. He had to brace himself and close his eyes. He saw Joe grin, showing his teeth, and threw his ball. Ender swung with all his might and felt the sting of the ball rubbing against his big 5 bat. Crack! The ball went sailing high into the sky toward the fence while Gogo, Jakey, Django, and Ender ran for their lives. As the score began to change, 5-1, 5-2, 5-3, and 5-4. Ender had just hit a grand slam and everyone in the dugout cheered, except for the Crushers. After Bob and Mankey went, the score changed to 5-5. After the long game of 9 innings, the Energetic Earthquakes won 16-5. They had a very big team party. They all got fake diamond trophies with an enormous first carved neatly onto the tall sculptures. They said goodbye to their teammates, for they would not see each other for another year. Finally, after all the goodbyes, they went home happily.